Today's project is actually a handful of different things. I'm going to wire the AC compressor in the Escalade, put a couple of resistors in the output speed sensor wire for the speedometer and extend it, because now my transmission has 400 gears in it, or a 400 gear set. It does not have a reluctor on it for a sensor, because 400s don't have that. So I got to use the one on the transfer case now. And the reason for the resistors are, if you saw one of my older videos where we went up to test the trans brake and my mile an hour kept jumping up with the RPM even though I wasn't moving, that can be caused by some noise there. And the fix for that is to put in a 10K resistor in line on both the speed sensor wires. So that's what I'm doing there for that. I actually may wire up trans temp too, which you might be thinking, wow, of all the transmission issues this guy's had, he doesn't have a temperature sensor. Well, you're right. When I did the Extreme Automatics valve body, I didn't have a sensor in it anymore because the sensor used to come from the connector. Well, with that valve body, the factory style connector is gone. It's replaced by 2 pegs, one for lockup and trans brake. That's it. So since then, I've drilled and tapped the pan, put a regular coolant temp sensor in there, got the pigtail, wired it up to the inside the console here, and I just got to pin it to the appropriate inputs on the ECU harness. I'm sweating like a mofo in here right now, which is part of the reason why I'm finally wiring up the AC compressor. It's not gonna be wired up the right way. I'm just gonna put on a relay and a switch, and you might be like, oh, it's gonna burn up. Well, Logan over there has like a 99 Silverado, and he said something with his messed up, so he just put his, he didn't even put his on a switch, he just wired it to the ignition, so it's always engaged. And it's been like that for years in the hot Texas summers, and he's never had a problem. So I'm like, well, heck, I'll do the same thing. Because currently the pressure switch on these things is like a 3-wire deal, like an oil pressure sensor. It's not just a simple on-off that you can wire in line. So I'd have to configure it into the ECU and set all the references and blah, 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 blah. It's a pain in the butt, and I'm just not gonna do that. So I was just explaining how I'm hard wiring the AC compressor onto a switch because you told me it was okay. Explain your experience so these people don't think I'm stupid.
I have a 99 Chevy Silverado, and it's been hardwired for 10 plus years. I don't know, maybe even more, and it's worked just fine.
10 years?
Yeah.
So it was like that when you got the truck?
Yeah, it's just a...
Really?
Yeah, it's just a good old farm truck that works. I mean, it's a General Motors product. I got an LQ4, you got basically a LQ9 built, whatever you want to call it. So I mean,
Dart block LQ9,
yeah,
same thing.
Exactly.
It's the same compressor, that's all that matters.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, same compressor. It's probably the same one that's on my truck. So
yeah.
You'll be good to go.
I got a rocker switch here for my converter lockup. I'll put another one up here for the AC. So then, you know, when I'm driving, I can just blip, blip. See what all this banging is going on over here. What are you doing?
Working on the slow thing.
John's a little bit afraid of the camera.
Just doing some pushing.
Having fun?
No.
So I got the resistors all wired up and that harness extended for the output speed sensor. Just relatively uneventful. I didn't film any of it. That, and it is ugly under there. This thing leaks a little bit of oil. It doesn't leak enough to get on the ground, but it leaks enough to make a freaking everything, like the cross member at the bottom of the oil pan. It's all soggy all the time. I freaking hate it. I want to pull the motor out and like tear it all apart, go through it, make sure it's all good, and you know, check on my gaskets, because I think the front seal is leaking and all that stuff. But you know, there's so much downtime recently that I just can't afford to have it apart any longer. And you know what? It's still leaking oil. There's still oil in there. Now I'm going to start the AC compressor. I'm just going to bench test it real quick. You see that little plug down there? It's for the compressor. And this is the harness piece that I robbed from the factory engine harness way back when, before I left Pennsylvania the first time. This thing's been floating around on my center console for almost half a year now. So I'm just going to bench test it off of a battery real quick and see if I can hear the clutch engage. I'm kind of tempted to engage it like that and just turn it on and run it and see if cold air comes out, because I don't know if it will. The AC hasn't blown anything cold since, heck, probably summer 2016. Because in 2017, the last time this thing was run with a blower on it, it was winter of 16 to 17. And it was obviously not hot outside, so I wasn't using the AC. But I never had to discharge the AC. The first time it's ever been discharged was like earlier this year over at Shelby Killer. I pulled the pump off just to like clean everything. I didn't even discharge the AC to do the turbo kit. I just let the bracket sit there, and all the lines are original. So it'll be cool to fire this thing up back to life, blow cold air for the first time in like 3 years. We got this plugged in here. I just got the potential ground resting in that head bolt hole just because I don't have enough hands to do all this. I'm gonna just tap this here and see if we can hear it. That works. I don't know if you can hear it over the fan to get down there better. When this gets power, clutch engages. Now we got that figured out. I think I'm gonna fire it up, test it for real, because I'm too anxious, I can't wait. Well, I found this neat little thing here, temperature gun. Then I'll fire it up, point it at the vent, just so you can see whether it's working or not working. I just got this quickly rigged up. The ground smushed behind there, and this kind of right over there, safely tucked away from being sucked into the Mista Turbo. Yeah, alright. It's good, it's fine. Oh, wait, there we go. That ain't going anywhere. Typical dad joke. Well, that's not going anywhere. Alright, well. For nitpickers, this is a bench test. I'm not leaving it like this. There's no HVAC on here right now. 90 degrees. Alright, now let's turn this on and see what happens. Oh my god, I feel it on my elbow. It's cold. Boy. It's dropping hard. It's cooling off the vents inside there. Well, dang. What the hell happened? I can't even see where it came from. Maybe it was something I did by having it engaged as soon as the engine started. I don't know. Maybe it was overfilled. I'm not too sure. But I am stupid. So, I'm gonna disconnect it and do it again and see if it still comes out. Because I'm dumb. This is how we learn. Disengages under full throttle, you can hear when it comes on how much it loads the engine down. It almost kills it. Ah, there it is. why it does that, but I'm gonna find out by calling someone who is smarter than me. Nothing happened here. EPA, we're fine. That is steam from these nuts. Let's call Tanner and see if he knows, if he even picks up.
Hello.
I got a question for you.
Go for it.
I wired up my AC compressor, and when it runs for a couple minutes, it just goes psh, and like,
What do you mean?
it like purges itself.
It's over full or something's clogged and it's not letting it flow through it fully. It's building too much pressure. Most AC refrigerant has dye in it, and just figure out where it's coming out at, and then you know what's going on.
Okay, so if it's coming out of a spot that's not the purge valve, then I definitely have a problem. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. Yep.
So let's see if there's any green stuff on the back of that compressor. Find out where the discharge is actually coming from. I don't know if you saw it as well as I did, but it looked like it was coming from down there. I can't see anything. Man, I don't see really anything going on here. It's not wet anywhere to my visible eye. Not even the plug wires that go behind the compressor. I don't see anything there. Yeah, it might be a little damp on top of the bracket, but I can't really tell. I think the only way to find out is to fire it up again and look a little closer, you know? For a while. This clip is up to 6 minutes. I was expecting to film another explosion. That hasn't happened yet. I've been temp gunning the vents in there, and it got down to like 46, 48 degrees inside the vent, not the actual air coming out, but like the plastic temperature. Oh wow, it feels nice in here. Yeah, see, I can get this down farther. It doesn't come out of this one too well, because for the cage bar, that duct had to get cut. So what I can do is pop this off and get some like flexible ducting to go from where it's sliced over here back to this, because on the back side of this is just like a nice big mouth that you could just put a hose right around, so that would work really well. Same thing for over there, but the AC is just as strong out of these vents as it was as far as I remember it. Oh, and the seat should work too. Oh, yes. When the AC compressor's not on, these are just ventilated seats. But now they are AC seats again. This feels so nice. Like, for real. I have goosebumps. This is a game changer, boys. I'm actually gonna start driving this thing all the time. Like, if it's not broken, I'm driving it. We're gonna get some full exhaust on here, some 22s, and we are going full out daily driver. I think it might even be funny, I've thought about this, to do a challenge video where, for one, I pick a week. I take the keys to my Duramax, I throw them in a box, I tape the crap out of it, you watch me do it. And then every day, I just, you know, check in on what I'm doing in life of daily driving the Escalade. I'll show you the box with tape on it undisturbed, haven't moved the truck, and go an entire week with, this is the only vehicle I have. If that's something you want to see, let me know, because I think that'd be pretty funny. Everybody's out here preaching, streetcar, streetcar, streetcar. Well, I hate to tell you, but taking it to ice cream once a month is not a streetcar. If you're like, oh, it could be a daily driver, well, do it. I'll be completely honest, this thing has not been a full-out streetcar for the last year or so, because I drive it around a decent amount for what it is, but it's not something I could comfortably drive. It was not comfortable because it was hot and loud. Now, that won't be the case once I get this wired up. I'll drive it literally all the time. And then my mind, that is a bona fide street car, daily driver, capable machine. Not can I deal with this on the street, but I am legitimately comfortable. If you're sweating balls off in your freaking caged fox body and telling me you're comfortable, you can go take a hike, because I know you're not telling the truth. Just saying. I'm pretty pumped right now. This is a big win. Today's a good day. And I finally got some tire shine for the Newell. It's looking fly, super fly. Pay no attention to the water hose underneath there. It didn't say nothing about that. It just comes out of the sink or the washing machine, because I was doing laundry and figured I'd throw some, you know, some nice smelling laundry detergent water onto the parking lot. Yep, it's getting about that time of the day where I go to the gym, and I could stay here and finish this, but it's Monday, International Chest Day. I guess part 2 video, kind of like I did with the exhaust over there. You fellow gym bros understand it's a problem. I can't skip it. I'm on a roll now. Gotta keep going. And on that note, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for part 2.